Hi guys, welcome back to So Many Dice. Today we're going to do something different for the channel. The very first unboxing. It's only a small game, like a little card game, but it's very popular. Oh, and if you're wondering what this is, I don't know if you can see it, a little building out of tapestry, because ours came with 2 rockets and we were missing this one. But Stonemaier were nice enough to send it out and I just received it. So I'll stick it in the box after the video. So yeah, small game, it's only a card game, but I've heard good things. For a second then I actually thought it was not the one I was expecting. Radlands. So, eventually, I haven't even got a knife, you can tell I'm a Rocky, right? Eventually, I'll get into it. Open it up, and we'll see what's what. But first, I've got another one. This isn't a game, but it is going to make my life easier. And this is not interesting at all. It's to go on my sea clown. So now I can do better top-down stuff. So 3, 2, 1, go. Your mission is to protect these campsites at all costs. Once these campsites are destroyed, you are done. You're out the game, you lose. At the start of the game, you'll notice there is numbers on each card. That's the amount of cards you'll be able to draw from the deck, and then you get to play with the 2. To play one of the abilities, you have to pay its water cost, indicated here, and you get the ability. If you have a card with 2, you pay the water cost, but you get to choose 1. You don't get to use 2. If your campsite is damaged, you rotate it. If it's completely destroyed, you flip it to its destroyed side. Once it's destroyed, it's out the game. You just get to use 2 from then on. If a campsite is damaged, you can still use its ability. Taking a look at some people cards. First off, you can junk a card. You don't need to play the person. When you junk a card, you get the ability in the top left corner. So we'll quickly go through some of the icons and explain what they mean. So this one is draw a card. This one is to restore a damaged card. So if you've got a damaged person, you could restore it using this. That is gain an extra water. This is damage a person, and this means you can either bring your raider card into the events area or advance your raider card in the events area. This is a punk card. This means you get to play a punk. When a punk is damaged, it's straight out of the game. It doesn't get to rotate and then be destroyed. Once it's gone, it's gone. It only takes 1 hit. These cards can go straight back into your draw deck because you don't know what's on the other side of this card, so you can still keep this in play. It doesn't need to go straight to the discard pile. This is damage anything. Some of these cards have the green bracket at the bottom, which is its extra ability. When this card enters play, you may move all your opponent's events back 1 in the events track. When you play a person, you must pay a token. On the image here, you'll have the water drop. That's how many you have to pay to get this person onto your campsite. If I was to play a second person now, in this column, it would have to go above this person card. Once you have done your round, it's on your next round, you take away your tokens again, and now their abilities are in play. So now I can play 1 to activate this, I can play 2 to activate this ability. If, for instance, this one gets damaged and then destroyed and taken out of the game, this card would move down. You could then play another card above it. Every time you damage one here, this one always has to come down. Whenever you play a card, it always has to go above. When a person is damaged, you rotate it. If it's damaged again, you remove it. You may only have 2 in each column above your campsite. That's all you're allowed in your camp. You can't have a 3rd row on top. Right, let's have a look at an event track. When you play an event card, you pay its water token and you place it in the location indicated by the bomb. So if I was to play this one, it's indicated location 1. So it could go in front of this one at number 2. And so on. If I had a number 3, it would go behind and pay the water cost if you have enough water. If you come across an event card that has a 0, that means it's an immediate effect. You get to play that card straight away. You don't need to advance it on the track. Once a card has been advanced and it reaches the number 1 spot, the next time you come around to play an event, you can activate this one. Whichever one is in the number 1 spot is always activated first. You can't swap and choose which one. They always have to advance on the track for them to be used. So everybody starts with a raider card and a silo card. You can use your silo card at any point. You just need to play a water to take this card into your hand. You could then choose to junk it to gain extra water whenever you want to. As for the raider card, remember what we seen earlier. Some of the cards can have the ability to move this card into play, and some of the camps have the ability to bring this card into play or advance it on the track. Everybody starts with a player aid, which is quite handy. It's got everything you need on there, and that's it. And there you have it. That's Radlands. Hopefully that all made sense for you guys. This is a competitive card dueling game with really fierce abilities on the cards. Some of them are pretty wild. Like, you can get an event card that will literally wipe out all the people in both sides, yours included. Some of the events are brutal, but it is fun. It says it can last anywhere from like 20 minutes to 40 minutes. We played 2 rounds of this, me and my partner. Both of them were like 40 to 45, which is fine. Like, you're having a good time, right? You don't really want it over that fast. There are definitely some choices you can make if you really want to be that person and just wipe them out and be absolutely cold-hearted and brutal and get it over, done, and stick the knife in and twist it. You can do that in this game. It's very good at being very bad, if you know what I mean. If you want to be that person, you can be that person. The artwork's amazing. Like I said, the Mad Max theme is definitely up my alley. I like it a ton. It's not that laid back and chill. It is quite aggressive for a card game, but Roxy did a great job with this one. I mean, I could see that almost expanded into a game where you're playing more than 2 people. I'm sure it can be done, where you've got 3 or 4 and you're all going in on each other. I could definitely see that working. But as for the first small box game in the collection, I think it's a win. I think it's really, really fun. I think everyone should give it a go. I've seen the deluxe version with the player mats. That definitely, I think, would be worth the money. We've got the standard one. I'd have no qualms in purchasing the deluxe and having the player mats. I think it'd be really nice to have. But there you have it. Radlands. Out of 10, for what it is, so far, I'd stick it up there with like an 8. I wouldn't put it against the big box games, but as far as like small games go, so far, as the first one, I'd call it an 8. I know I don't have much to go by, but let's see what can beat it, eh? Let's see what joins the collection very soon. Thank you again for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Comment something. Let me know what your small box favourite game is. If you've got any recommendations what I should add to the collection. Like I said, you're all following along the journey and watching it grow, right? So you might as well participate and let me know what I should get. I'll probably do some polls in the future where I will listen to you guys and spend my hard-earned money on your recommendations. Why not, eh? I'll see you soon. Like, comment, subscribe, Have a good day.